Hi everyone, today we're going to be discussing Austin Dunham. I'm sure many of you are familiar with him through his fitness channel, but he also runs a vlog channel where he mostly talks about Red Pill content. And what is Red Pill? Well, Red Pill is basically a community of men online who hate pretty girls and spend their free time talking about how women are inferior to men, they're stupid and selfish and all these horrible things, yet they base all of their self-worth on the approval of women. Pretty hypocritical, if you ask me. And yeah, Austin Dunham is a pretty huge red pill hypocrite himself, as you're about to see. So Austin just uploaded this video titled 5 Things All Men Must Know About Women, and I want to talk about this title for a second. Austin kind of postures himself as an expert on women, and I'm assuming he does this because he gets dates, he gets with girls on Tinder and stuff all the time. Now, Austin, just because you've had a lot of interactions with women, that doesn't make you an expert on women. You know how I know that? Because you can't be an expert on women because women aren't a collective hive mind. Women are individual human beings, and you can't know every single human being. This is like if a cop has a lot of experience interacting with black people and then makes a video titled 5 Things All Cops Need to Know About Black People. So maybe you shouldn't take dating advice from somebody who thinks women are the Borg, but on top of that, I mean, the guy is just an absolute joke. He's uploaded a video where he talks about attractiveness hacks. You know what some of his attractiveness hacks are? Walking real slow.
You notice the slower you walk and the more you're able to observe what's around you, the more attractive that comes off versus looking down and walking quickly, right? Don't always walk with a purpose. You can walk with like sort of bit of a purpose, but don't be like scurrying, you know what I mean? Like take your time with it, like look back, kind of observe what's going on.
Oh yes, there's nothing that gets my vaginal juices flowing more than a man slowly walking, dilly-dallying about without a care in the world, with his nutsack slowly knotting up in his pants and having to tug on his crotch so that his sack falls down to a more comfortable position.
Yeah, so do you want to hear some more attractiveness hacks from the supposed woman expert? Yeah, Austin Dunham also encourages guys to just awkwardly stare at women until they feel so uncomfortable and embarrassed they have to look away.
Eye contact, guys. Have you ever been, or let's say you got the posture down, you're walking, you notice a girl's looking at you, but what do? You look at her, you turn your head real quick, right? Or you look down real quick. I was talking to my friend about this too, and you don't want to break the eye contact with a girl, especially if you're attracted to her. And the reason is because whoever breaks eye contact first is the one who is submissive in that engagement, right? So it should always be you holding the eye contact as long as you can. I know it's gonna feel awkward, it's gonna feel like eternity, even if it's only a second or two, but don't break it. And I promise you, that's gonna increase your attraction even more.
Yeah, so this is our expert on women, a guy who consciously slows down his walking cadence because he thinks it's a good panty moistener, and whenever somebody looks at him, he turns it into a staring contest. So please, Austin, tell us all the things that we need to know about women.
So when it comes to getting good with women, you gotta understand 2 things about them: their psychology and also their biology. So men, we're more logical creatures. Women, they're more emotional creatures. And that is the first point that you must know, is that women do things based on their emotions. Not us guys, right?
Yes, us men are so logical and cunning. We don't let these silly feminine emotions get in the way of our judgment. Hard to argue for that when I see way more men doing stupid shit.
Hey, go!
And I can show you many other examples of this superior male logic and reasoning, but I think you get the point. I see men do way more stupid, illogical shit than women. Now, to be fair, yeah, women do plenty of stupid shit when they get drunk. I don't know how many stories I've heard of women taking rides with random strangers after they've gotten drunk, when that's obviously a bad idea, but I've never seen any woman so stupid that they'd let a drunk idiot swing a sword right next to their face and chop their nose off. And on top of that, like, men have lower high school graduation rates, they're more likely to use or become addicted to illicit drugs, they're more likely to get drunk driving or DUI charges, they're far more likely to get arrested. Are any of these things logical, Austin? If you look at the totality of life choices that men and women make, I'd say women are probably a lot more logical than men.
So, me, for example, I tend to think things very, very calculated. And I ask myself, is this a smart move, or should I really do this, or how is this going to benefit me? Whereas a woman, it's more like, does this benefit me in the current moment? And her emotions are kind of playing based on her decisions. So how she feels in that current moment is how she's gonna act based on her decisions, is what I'm trying to say. So for example, let's say a girl has agreed to go out on a date with you in the current moment. Let's say she's having a great day, she's feeling good, feeling positive, but tomorrow she can feel totally different, and that is because she is going based on how she is feeling in the current moment, her emotions. So let's say the next day she's having a bad day. Us guys will still try to figure out a way to see said girl, but if a girl's having a bad day or she's feeling down, whatever reason, then she'll probably flake on you, and that's just, like I said, in her biology, which we have to understand.
So let's unpack all the stupid shit that Austin just said. So according to Austin, women are illogical and emotional creatures because the women that he is interested in aren't as attracted to him as he is in them, so if he makes plans to go out with a girl on a date, they're more likely to cancel the date because they're just simply not that attracted to him. And apparently this is just part of their biological nature. So according to Austin, women are illogical and emotional creatures by nature because they aren't as attracted to him as he would like them to be. Austin, it's clear that you're making these claims because you are an egomaniac with the emotional fortitude of a spoiled child who can't handle rejection. Why is it just so emotionally damaging to you when a woman just cancels, their dating plans? When a woman just isn't that attracted to you? Why are these dates just so meaningful to you that it just hurts you deep inside when a girl says, I can't make it tonight, sorry? Like, what emotional need are you trying to fill? Like, do you just need someone to talk to? Do you need somebody to be there to hold you and kiss you and cuddle you and make love? Do you need that human connection so bad? It seems that you're the one who is far more emotionally dependent and driven than these women you're talking about, bud.
That's another reason why guys say she doesn't love you, or the REDPILL community say that she doesn't love you. She's in love with the way you make her feel at the given time. Remember that. If you keep your girl happy, everything else is gonna go smoothly. However, when she's not happy, that's when things tend to go down the drain. But always remember that women act through emotion. Us men, we act through logic.
No, Austin, you'd like to think that, but I think I've already proven that you're an emotionally driven, insecure child, and I think that describes a lot of the men in the REDPILL community. Like, just look at yourself for a second. You've uploaded a video on how to walk at the perfect cadence so that you can attract a woman the most. Like, you're so insecure. You take these normal, daily, mundane tasks that require no effort, and you've turned them into a mental exercise. Do you think any of the women you're attracted to spend this kind of time and energy into perfecting their walking cadence so that they can be as attractive as possible? No. And I think that frustrates you. I think you're frustrated that you've put this much time and energy into attracting women, and they're still just not that into you. And so you're taking out your frustrations and projecting your own insecurities onto them. Here's some advice from a mentally mature grown-up, Austin. Not every woman has to be attracted to you, and you shouldn't expect every woman to be attracted to you, especially when you treat them like shit and constantly belittle them because you can't handle your own insecurities.
What a relief. When will this poisonous product cease? This is another public service announcement. You can believe it or you can doubt it. Let us begin now with the cow. The way it gets to your plate and how.